Hello and welcome to the University of Iowa UH&D Housing Application. We are excited that you've chosen to live with us on campus in the residence halls. This guide will walk you through the steps of submitting your housing application, from personal profiles to living learning communities to roommate matching. Before we get to the application, let's tell you a little bit about us.
We are both seniors and housing ambassadors at Iowa. My name is Frank. I have lived on campus for 4 years as a member of the Just About Music Living Learning community.
Hi, my name is Brooke. I have lived on campus for 3 years as a member of Tomorrow's Teachers Today and Hawks Up LLCs. Let's get started on the application. You can access the housing application through your MyUI profile by clicking Student Information at the top, or you can get there through the housing website under Apply for Housing. Both will prompt you to log in with your Hawk ID, which is a combination of letters followed by your password, not your 8-digit university ID number.
Upon logging in, you will notice a few things on the home page. Under Communication are your most recent messages. Unread messages are also displayed by your name in the top right. Make sure to check your messages because they contain important information regarding your application. May 1st is the deadline to submit your housing application.
In order to begin, go to the Application tab. Scroll to the bottom and click the academic year. Once in the application, you will notice circles at the top. These circles are color-coded, which are defined at the bottom of the page. Click Save and Continue once you've read through the page contents.
Step 2 is your personal information. This is where you can review your information. All your information is pulled from your admissions profile. If changes need to be made, do this by going back to the MyUIowa website under Student Information. You will need to select your t-shirt size located in the drop box towards the middle of the page to continue to the next page.
Now on to Step 3, Living Learning Communities, also known as LLCs. Selecting LLCs is very important. Take plenty of time and consideration when choosing. LLCs are organized around common interests that provide special events, shared coursework opportunities, and a way to build long-lasting friendships throughout the year. Note the eligibility requirements and then scroll down to view available options to you. Each icon opens up a new tab in your browser showing a detailed description of the LLC.
Once you've reviewed all the LLC descriptions, scroll down and rate your LLC preferences using the drop-down boxes. Remember the eligibility requirements for some LLCs that may not be accessible to you. It is very important that if you have an individual in mind who you would like to room with, you must choose the same LLC in the exact same order to give yourselves the best chance to be assigned together. Remember, you have until May 1st to make any changes to your LLC.
In Step 4, you will fill out lifestyle questions, which will help match you with individuals based on your personality. This information you provide will use to create a strong roommate match. Later on, in Part 2 of the roommate matching section of the application, you will see how the other residents compare to your lifestyle questions. A quick note, if you're interested in gender-inclusive housing, this is also where you will indicate your preference. If you mark yes, you will receive an email with more details about participating. More information about this is also available on our housing website.
The next step is room type preferences. In this section, you will choose 6 room types. You are not guaranteed a specific room type. If you scroll down, you will see the cost differences between the types of rooms. Please note that apartment-style housing is limited to returning and new transfer students only. In addition, single rooms are extremely limited, so please be prepared to choose or be assigned a roommate. Changes can be made until May 1st. The later you apply, you may be assigned to expanded housing, which you can learn more about here. Click Save and Continue to the next page.
Step 6 is where you can request ADA medical accommodations. More information can be found here or on the housing website. If you need a reasonable accommodation, download this form and indicate below by checking the box. If not, click Save and Continue to move on to the next step.
You are almost done. Step 7 is about the fitness centers located in the residence halls. There are 4 centers that you can choose to use to stay healthy and fit. Read through the rules and regulations, check the box, and click Save and Continue.
You have now reached the Terms and Conditions page. This is a very important section and we recommend reading through it very carefully. Please note that your contract is for the full academic year, meaning it's for both the fall and the spring semesters. Once you've completely read through the terms and conditions, electronically sign this page by entering your full name, 8-digit university ID number, and clicking the I understand and accept button. This contract will become binding 7 days after you're notified of your room assignment, which will not be until at least June. If you are under 18 years of age at the time you apply, a parent or guardian must also electronically sign your application. First, you yourself will need to read through the contract terms and conditions and electronically sign the contract by typing in your full name and entering your 8-digit university ID number. Click I understand and accept button to go to the minor portal. Here, your parent or guardian will also need to read through the terms and conditions and certify you by clicking the box and electronically signing by entering their full name in the box below. Click Save and Continue button to move on to the next page. Remember that this contract will become binding 7 days after you are notified of your room assignment.
You will have until May 1st to make any changes to your application or to search for and request a specific roommate. Remember that all students must confirm each other by this date. Contracts and assignments staff will begin to make roommate and room assignments shortly after this time. You have now reached the online payment section of the application. You are required to pay a non-refundable $75 fee. Online payment section will appear like this if you are not deferred. Clicking the Pay Now button will open a new window in your web browser. This secure website will allow you to make the $75 non-refundable payment using a Visa, MasterCard, or Discover credit card. The payment page will prompt you to enter a credit card number, expiration date, and 3-digit CW code. After filling out the information, click Process, and it will return you to the Online Payment Receipts tab on the housing application, which will appear like this, giving you confirmation of the payment. Click Save and Continue to go to the final step of submitting your housing application. If you are eligible for deferred payment, your page will appear like this and your fee will be deferred until a later date. You must have pre-qualified through admissions for this option to appear. Click the Save and Continue to move on to the next page.
Yay! You have finally reached the last step of the housing application. Here you will click the Submit Application button to finalize your housing application. If you do not click the Submit Application button, you have not completed the housing application and you will not be guaranteed housing until doing so. You will receive an email confirmation to your University Hawkmail account when you've submitted your housing application. Be sure not to forget to submit your housing application before May 1st.
Thank you for submitting your housing application. We're glad you would like to live with us on campus. Room assignments will be emailed to your University Hawkmail account beginning in June 2017. You have until May 1st to make any changes to LLCs, to request and confirm roommates and room type preferences. Remember, any changes you make to the housing application will need to be saved by clicking Save and Continue on the page and going back to the Submit Application tab at the top to click Submit Application button again to save and confirm your changes. Please note, editing your application will not affect your standing and you will still have your original date and time for your first submission.
Click on the Application Status tab at the top to see the date and time you first submitted your housing application with your LLC preferences, room type preferences, and any confirmed roommates. If you make any changes to your housing application before May 1st, your most up-to-date selections will be listed here. Remember, editing your application will not affect your standing and you will still have your original date and time of your first submission shown here.
If you, for any reason, wish to cancel your housing application before May 1st, You would do so by clicking Application Cancellation tab at the top of the page. From there, it will bring you to this page. Please make sure to read through the information about canceling your application carefully. After doing so, enter your 8-digit university ID number in the box and click the Cancel Application button. A box will appear stating, "This will cancel your application. Are you sure you wish to continue?" Please confirm your decision by clicking Yes or No. You will receive an email confirmation to confirm your cancellation from University Housing.
After submitting your housing application, you will move into the roommate matching section. Part 1 is your profile. This section is not required, but allows you the opportunity to write a brief description of yourself and search for preferred roommates. Including links to social media can be helpful to connect with others, but remember that social media is just a partial view of someone's personality. Please read through the information on this page to get a better understanding of the roommate matching process. Click Save and Continue.
Part 2 is roommate matches. Here, you will be able to accept and request roommates, search for roommates, and see suggested roommates. Suggested roommates give a percentage of the likelihood that you will be a good match to each other. This is based off of responses to lifestyle questions, LLC preferences, and information shared on your self-description page. You are also able to view other students' profile by clicking here. You can send messages to other students by clicking on the Send Message button. Messages from other students will appear as a notification in the top right-hand corner of the housing portal, and you will also receive an email to your University Hotmail account. On this page, you can also search for roommates by details such as their first name, last name, and university ID number, or search by browsing all matching roommates by clicking here. Here is a list of your potential matches based on your responses to lifestyle questions.
Part 3 is Roommate Matches by LLCs. The following students have ranked your #1 Living Learning Community choice as part of their 10 selected LLCs. This page is helpful if you do not currently have a roommate in mind and you want to live with someone who has a similar major or interest as you.
In the meantime, check your email regularly for other important information. Until then, thanks for watching, keep working hard, and go Hawks!